Hey, what's up, children of the sun? This is your medical advisor, Montre Bible, and doing a reading on Elon Musk. I previously did a reading, first reading on Elon Musk, and predicted there was going to be a lot of fighting or infighting with his company, with this company, as him going in. And he's still in the news. Still in the news, Elon Musk, good old Elon. People are blowing up on Twitter today because he offered to buy Twitter. Um, what was it, 45 billion? I don't know. The number doesn't matter, but the whole thing is that he wants to buy the whole thing up and revamp it. It needs to be redone, honestly. I really don't care if Elon Musk buys it or not. People are tripping, talking about they're gonna leave Twitter or whatever. They're not gonna leave Twitter. People, even a lot of conservatives that said they were gonna leave are still there. It's just that it's kind of unevenly based, and they're blocking people and abandoning folks, and it's crazy, So yeah, Twitter probably needs to be redone. I think Twitter's a little behind on the times too, just a little bit. Um, I think the since it was sold last time and they have somebody new there, it just seems kind of like they're getting more strict. Hey Penny, I see you in the house. What's up? Shout out. So I'm gonna do a reading and check out Twitter. What is gonna happen with Twitter, or if Elon buys it? Because there's an if there and it's not really decided yet. Looks like he wants to. I need to check the question of what happens to Twitter if he buys it, and what happens to Twitter if he steps down and sells his stock. Because I think that'll be the second option. If he can't get his way, he's just going to sell his stock, right? Or his shares. I don't know. Is that the word? His shares in it. So let's look at the two different outcomes and see what happens. That's be the best way to look at this tarot right here. You like my background? You like my backdrops? Yeah, I bought that. Yeah, that's cute. Let me make sure I can look at this. I'll open the chat up so I can see you guys. If you guys say anything, and be sure to hit that like button. And if you're in here or you're watching the video, hit that like button. It helps the algorithm out. We're gonna look into Twitter. What happens with Twitter if Elon Musk is successful in his purchase? We're gonna look at the future of Twitter. That would be the best thing. All right, future of Twitter if Elon Musk buys Twitter. Future of Twitter if Elon Musk buys the whole thing up. I kind of feel like Twitter needs to have some kind of video platform too. Everybody's going video. Everybody's getting into virtual spaces. But Twitter's still kind of, you can't do an edit. Like, what can you do an edit? It's just so crazy. So they definitely need an edit button on stuff, and just show that you've made an edit, or people can see the previous edit, if anything, if they want to. I mean, if they're that petty, I don't know. Anywho, let's look at what happens to Twitter if Elon Musk purchases it. Okay, so we have the Prince of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Ooh. Once again, we're seeing a lot of people here. You see, it's a lot of people. What happens to her if you purchase it? We've got the Prince of Cups. There's going to be some folks leaving. I think I already saw that in the last reading. Folks were leaving. This is not someone who's in control of Prince of Cups. These are probably people who are lower echelon of Twitter. People who probably work there. Prince of Cups. They don't trust him. It's a very strong energy of that. So Prince of Cups reverse. We got some folks who do not love this idea. Queen of Pentacles, stability. Okay, receiving something. Queen of Pentacles is about that money, and that's where Elon Musk is. He wants to receive this new thing. Also kind of sense that because we have two queens here, I think he's going to be bringing in some new people. Queen of Pentacles is a businesswoman, but this is also financial stability. In order to stabilize Twitter, he's going to purchase it. This is financial stability, but this is also could be people. I'm really sensing that these are all people, somebody leaving, people leaving that are not ruling. And the Queen of Cups is a new creative venture, loving. He really does love Twitter. He's come off with cups several times. Queen of Cups is also creative. She's Queen of Cups is a spiritual place. She's very loving. She cherishes things. I think he's come off as the Queen of Cups before. Um, in the last reading, you guys had to look at that last reading because I remember seeing the Queen of Cups. I was using a different deck, but he had the bird in his hand. And the Queen of Cups is someone who does cherish something, who has a prized possession and treats it, with this honor. So I do believe he really does enjoy Twitter a lot, and it's going to be his little baby. The Six of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So this is some passive energy here. These are people who are upset, who are stuck in the past, who don't want to move forward. They're going to be in the picture somewhere. But these people kind of I like Twitter the old way. I think he's going to be doing some new stuff. The Death card is behind that, which means a transformation. So he's definitely going to change Twitter up. It's going to be a complete transformation, a complete overhaul. It's going to be something. It's going to be Twitter, but it's going to be different. So I feel like some innovations coming in. And if you think about it, with the Death card there, transformation, the Twitter as we know it was not going to be the same. And I've been telling you guys that. What I'm kind of sensing in here is because he's like Tesla and he's like science, technology and technology. He's very big on technology, and Twitter is really, if you think about it, it's kind of behind the times. Facebook has already gone into the virtual reality space. Instagram is pretty good at, they've moved from just a photo app to a video app. Meta Twitter. You're right. There you talking about Meta Twitter. So Instagram has gone from being just a photo app to a video platform where people are making videos, kind of like TikTok. So they're trying to keep up with the times by competing with TikTok and being a place where people can create short videos and communicate with each other and talk about whatever they want to. But Instagram is a whole different platform. People don't get as highly as political or as serious as they do on Twitter. So just from intuitively feeling, I feel like if you get it, and we have the Queen of Cups, which is creativity, I kind of sense, and we have that passive energy of the Six of Cups, of people being stuck in the past and being upset because of the transformation. Just like Kermit was talking about, Meta Twitter, I feel like he's going to take it to this next level of what can Twitter become. With so many people there already there, it needs to catch up with the future. What are you saying in the chat? See. You see, I don't know about his chart. Yeah, he's a Cancer. I don't know his chart either, but must have some very strong Aquarian energy. Yeah, you're right. He's a Cancer though, as far as I know. He was born, was it June 28th? So that's Cancer. So we need somebody to pull his chart to see what's going on with him. I'm sure the astrologers have already done it. So we just have to get on Twitter and see what the astrologers are talking about. So that's just one possible outcome with it. Let's look into what happens if he just sells his shares. And just make ancestors greater all things. Looking into what happens if Elon Musk says, nah, I'm just going to sell my shares and get rid of this. Either way, it's a win-win situation for him because he's going to make his money either way. If he sells his shares or if he buys it. So the Queen of Pentacles is a pretty good card for him though, because that's financial stability, security. You would think it would come off as the King of Pentacles, as a businessman, but maybe it's that Cancer energy because Cancers are very like, I like to take care of the things that I love, so that's probably the energy why he keeps coming off as the Queen of Cups. He has wild behaviors for Cancer. He does. It's something with his rising sign. Yeah, something about his rising sign that makes him a little bit more outgoing than a normal Cancer. It has to be. Okay, let's look and see what happens if he decides, I'm going to sell my shares. Whoop, we got a fallout. All right. We've got the Four of Cups. Emotionally distant. Pulling away. The Nine of Wands. And there's the King of Pentacles. All right. Four of Cups. If he decides he's going to sell his shares, this is him pulling away from things, being emotionally distant. I kind of feel his energy with this. He's kind of an awkward kind of guy anyways, right? So he would pull away. The Nine of Wands. It's kind of a retreat. The Knight of Wands is about retreat and defending himself, and he's gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna go into my own little space. Don't worry about it. You guys can have what you want. But also with Twitter, I feel like with Twitter, what will happen with Twitter is that with the Knight of Wands there, I think their defenses are gonna get even more. I feel like more rules. The Knight of Wands is, they're gonna put up the gates. They say we can't let this happen again. We are not gonna allow another billionaire to walk in. So I kind of sense that with him and also Twitter is gonna have more rules, and it's gonna be like, okay, we got to retreat on this. We got to put the walls up. We got to put the gates up and make sure that this doesn't happen again. This is Twitter. The King of Pentacles pops up. This is workaholic energy. This is bad business. I don't really feel good about Twitter, the future of Twitter, if he sells. The King of Pentacles is bad business deal financially for Twitter. It's a bad businessman, but remember the question is really focused on Twitter and what happens to Twitter if he leaves. And the King of Pentacles reverse saying just a bad business deal. There's gonna be, I feel like they're gonna have to put up some rules, and he's just gonna step away. It looks like something financially really bad for them. The World card is reversed, so once again something's not finished. They're having to go backwards. Something incomplete. Oh boy, Twitter may be in a really bad place if he sells. World card reverse. With the world, because Twitter is kind of like the world, it's kind of like something is undone, or the world is kind of turned upside down because Twitter is and not rolling with the punches, or it's financially crashing. So the world upside down, turning the world upside down, which is not very good for a platform that kind of serves the planet. But the Knight of Wands talks about defenses up. Let's get some clarity on that. I'm gonna get a couple of clarity on this here. If he sells, clarity on the Knight of Wands. Ooh, we got the Five of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Five of Wands. There won't be a lot of fighting anymore. They won't have any more struggles with any competition. They won't be competing anymore. They're out of the game. They're out of the game. Once again, we get the Four of Cups popping up again. This is being distant, emotionally distant, having to put things aside, not being fun anymore. He's looking at those Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about fun, and it's not having fun anymore. I feel separation with this. I feel a lot of isolation and separation with Twitter. Competition leaving. They're just kind of chilling out. The Seven of Cups, or the Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles reversed. This is usually about waiting for something to come in, or waiting on your investment. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Nobody investing in it. Stock wise, this tells me something. The Pentacles are all reversed in this reading. I feel like people are not going to invest in Twitter anymore. Business wise, maybe even people wise, but also the bad business deal. I'm just sensing some bad money problems happening. I think a lot of people have already predicted that, but the cards are kind of confirming that. That Nine of Wands is about retreating, people putting their defenses up, or saying, on a financial level, they're like, nah, not a good deal. Not a good deal at all. Let's clarify that King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Ooh, they're jumpers. Okay, we've got the Knight of Coins, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Okay, it's gonna be a bad financial deal. It's gonna take some time for Twitter to get back on its feet. I don't know how that's gonna affect the platform for people, but the Knight of Coins means like slow progress. Bad business coming in because the businessman has left, and then slow, and this is not big people, this is a knight, so this is slow progress of getting people to invest back into it. The Six of Swords talks about a journey. They're going to be on a whole new journey, trying to get ideas. I don't feel a lot of innovation with this reading at all. And the Three of Wands, I think people are just gonna get tired of waiting. It's like, because the three of Wands is about waiting for something to come, waiting for something to happen, and this is like it ain't happening. It's just like, when is this gonna happen? And people are just gonna get tired. They may lose a lot of folks just from that financially. You say, I just checked. He has a North Node in Aquarius. Oh my God! In the 11th house. 11th house is social, the social world, and that's ruled by Aquarius. Oh man, and the North Node, that's his destiny. North Node is about your destiny. So innovation, Aquarius energy, strong Aquarius energy in his 11th house of his social world. Oh yeah, I think he might be successful from an astrology point of view. He may be successful with this takeover. And honestly, looking at the cards, Twitter would be better off financially, just from a financial aspect of taking the deal. So if they don't, it's going to be a long time for them to get back on their feet, because they will have a. I just feel like people are going to take their investments out. They're going to lose a lot of stock. It's not going to be good, because if Elon leaves, you think about how many other people might leave who are stockholders or whatever. So it would be probably in their best interest. And that world card reverse is not good. That's the world turned upside down, and it's going to take a while for them to get back on their feet. Oh my goodness. All right, so like I said, I don't want to stay long on this. This was this 17-minute reading. That's not bad. If you guys need anything, or you guys have any questions, since we got a couple of people in here, got any questions about Twitter that I didn't probably address, I can look into it. Benny, Kermit, anything? And then I'll look into it. No. Let's see here. And if you guys need personal readings, or anybody's watching the playback, if you want a personal reading, you can always hit up my website, montrebible.com. And hey, if you guys want to send me a cash app, that's great. That's all good, Let me put some gas in my car. Let's see. No problem, Penny. He said, will we still get to see the good goods on Twitter? You mean the porn? I'm sure the porn will be there. I don't think they're going to take the porn off. Unless they want to be like Tumblr. Didn't Tumblr take off porn and then everybody left Tumblr? That was like the dumbest thing. But yeah, I think people being able to post porn is why people are on Twitter. I mean, that's what I heard. I don't know. Anywho, you guys have a great rest of your day, and make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, then who will? I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.